If anybody comes in, please let me know. There's a few things that I will be looking over. If you can't hear me, I'll walk. I can't chat. It won't allow me. Give me just a minute. No, it takes way too long to start it back. But I will have to. No, I won't lose it. I'll just have to Wi-Fi it. Okay. Huh? Guys, am I still buffering? Listen, if you can hear me, guys, can you hear me? I will be back in just a minute, and we will talk about this. I'm going to walk to get Wi-Fi, okay? To walk, get it, but I'm going to walk and get Wi-Fi. Take me a little bit, and then we'll get into this and what all this is about and what's really going on. So can y'all hear me at all? Hello, Kelly. I guess this stuff. Okay. So I'll go live again. What that whole is. 62 counties out of the 410 in California were all violated. Anyone types in the chat, I'll look at it. In fact, so giving them fines, tickets, and violating them so they can't open. Okay, also, everybody knows what Fucci's been saying. He says the risk of an outbreak that you cannot control if we reopen. Also, 3 witnesses, the chairman, all in quarantine of exposure to the virus. Fucci is supposed to be in quarantine. A lot of people think he's just hiding out. So more and more businesses are starting to stand up and open and come and say, come arrest me, I'm going to open. In one case, a gym owner said that it was all against our Constitution. They should not keep our businesses closed and that we would reopen no matter what. Okay, now there's so much going on all of this. So like I said, this is going to kind of be all over the place, but you'll get what I'm saying. And then when I come back live, I will show you the articles. Okay, guys? So, militia group Oath Keepers threatened law enforcement officers, calling on the police to stop protecting the public from the people attending protests against the social distancing and the stay-at-home order in the midst of all this global pandemic. Now, the police in the U.S. need to realize that they stand at the precipice of losing the trust, support, and protections of millions of American patriots. They must reverse course and refuse unlawful orders or risk being declared a domestic enemy of the Constitution. So there's that. And then also one guy there's been a lot of people put in jail for violating this social distancing, and there's been a few judges that have released them now, but whenever they release them, they're releasing them on house arrest, so they have to be at home, so it's stay at home. So these people, one guy in particular said we shouldn't stay at home, and basically was asking people to go and protest. And people had videoed him with the protesters telling everyone, we need to go back to work and all of this. He was placed in jail, and all you have to remember, the courts and everything have been closed there for a while. Some of them now are doing it via through the screen and at home and all of that. And so anyways, this one man was arrested for saying that he was instigating people, telling people they could not go. They didn't need to stay at home. They needed to go out and protest against all of this. So he was put in jail. He just got released. Judges are starting to drop charges against people who have been jailed for violating stay-at-home orders. But like I said, they are all being released on house arrest. After videos, multiple videos have been sent to the police showing all of the stuff going on with the social distancing. People, the snitching, the people that are snitching and taking pictures and all of that. So also, the militia group is also being told that they are going to be seen as a dangerous and imminent threat to our national security of our country just for the things that they are doing. And also, another thing, Tyson meat factories. So far, 2 huge factories from Tyson, and this is the factories that package the meat and cut the meat and all of that. It's in Maine and Nebraska. Both of those, over 200 and some people started testing positive for the virus, and everyone else, of course, was exposed, including the meat, they are saying. So both of those, so if you've received any type of Tyson meat, beef, all of their people, over 200 some people in one factory, and they're saying that it is starting to happen majorly in all the factories. So, okay, also, an Idaho vaccination will be here by October 2020. There's more I'm going to talk to you about that, but like I said, I will come back live on Wi-Fi so everyone can see this, okay? So also the Michigan government. This is the same government, the Michigan governor, which is the same one that we have talked about before, the one that was mad over the protest, the one that they stormed the Capitol and they had guns, and now she's trying to stop the guns and all of these things. Well, they opened a barber shop there, and the barber said he wasn't going to stop. He was going to keep working. He needed his money. We all need the money. If you're going to work and you can get a job right now, we need them, So why would he shut down his business, So he opened it up, and she set out for a petition to shut down his barbershop, and the petition was denied and failed. So she was not able to close his barbershop, and the Michigan guys claim to receive over 400 or some death threats from all the protesters, and 400,000. A lot of them are calling for an assassination and are wanting to raise money for this. The thing I had on um on the screen, refilled syringes, pandemic response. So what's going on? manufactured medical grade injections devices. Now, I have to come back live because it's been doing a lot of buffering. So, I'll be live again here in a few minutes after I walk closer to a Wi-Fi area. So, basically, we have 327 million Americans, is what they're saying. And we are receiving 500 million to America. So, we're receiving 500 million of these pre-filled syringes that contain the vaccination and the. Okay? Now, and the serial numbers. You cannot forget the serial numbers because now there'll be a serial number attached. Okay, now I do want to bring something back up where we were talking about the pricing and all of that, the cost of food going up, and the Revelation, when it talks about all of this, it talks about how it will cost a day's wage for bread. Remember that, guys, okay? So, there's so much stuff on all of this. Like Army anti-terrorist tech is supposed to be helping them pinpoint the COVID cases. They are sharing the systems with Jarvis JISS, and it was designed to target criminal activity and provide national disaster info as well. ISS, and it was designed to target criminal activity and provide national disaster info as well. What they're going to do before they do it, and that's just part of their ritual. It's part of how they do things, and they're going to be massive. Also, second wave, as they're calling it, of this COVID, and another as well. We are right now the first on the uploaded. Russia is second, but we are first and the most infected, and businesses all over are reopening, and it's mostly small. We're getting ready to do something really, really big for these people because they do not want them to reopen. Like I said, whenever I was live with Bumblebee the other night, it is totally the people that are in middle class or lower, because even middle class can't afford a bathroom per person, and all of these other things. Also, everybody's been talking about this second check. It was supposed to be $2,000 and all that. I've looked into it, and I'll pull that up and show that to you whenever I get my Wi-Fi connection, okay? But what it is, it got passed 2 days ago. It didn't get passed. It got put through the House. We do not know if it's been deemed passed or not, but it's going to be $1,200 per person, and then $1,200 per kid for up to 3 kids, aged all the way up to 16. So they are pushing for this second round of checks, stimulus checks, $1,200 per person, and then also it was $500 per child. Now it will be $1,200 per child as well. So $1,200. I don't know if it goes to 500 or if you just don't get any more if you have more than 3 children, and they have to be 16, I think, and under. So these are the things that I've been working on, but they are saying that by August, there's going to be a massive amount of deaths just in the United States. So keep that in mind. Also, like I said, jet.com, and you'll see all the articles, what is contained in these pre-filled syringes. You'll see all of the stuff and who's all teamed up with them. They are teamed up with FEMA, the DOD, HHS, and the World Health Organization. There's a lot of big power players into this, okay, guys? So there's a lot going on right now. So, also, 20 years ago, there's an article out there of a guy who was a whistleblower, and he came out and said there was a secret plan to secretly inject all the people in the United States with the RFID chips. Would inject RFID chips was and they would, hold on, sorry guys. Okay, so years ago, and was fired for coming out and telling everyone. This was many, many, many years ago, and now we're seeing this happen. So they will be bringing military vaccine, will be mandated to inject everyone in America. Guys, this is some stuff, because apparently it's not allowing me to talk. It's too much of a buffer. If anything, I will